Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
You get chucked out of here. This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Dave Coldwell after a sensational performance, would you agree, from Hopey Price?
A very good performance. I think for a kid that's in his first fight at featherweight against a fellow that just boxed for the British and Commonwealth title and a step up, I think he controlled every minute of the fight. He boxed really, really well and then started coming on a little bit and squeezing him and putting his shots together to force a stoppage. Well, a retirement, which, you know, we like that.
Yeah, we haven't seen that ever happen with James Beach. We know he's incredibly tough. He has been stopped before, but never been kind of broken down to an extent where the corner felt it was acceptable to pull him out.
And that was the plan.
Yeah,
and that was the plan. You know, Hope is not a Pat McCormack type who's going to knock your sparkle. He's not that kind of fighter. He's a very clever boxer, very smart boxer, got unbelievable potential and ability, and he punches spitefully when he gets his bearings, when he's an experience, when he's got his understanding. You got to understand, this fight, this could have easily gone 10 rounds, right? Which we would expect, looking at records, and so going into a fight like this at this level for the first time, really, first time you're in this weight division, you got to think: do I open up and let my hands go, and then I'm gassing later on? There's a lot of things that you're learning as a young fighter as you're developing, but that's the whole reason why I've said to Eddie, I don't want him rushing. I don't, he's not that kind of fighter where I see so much talent and ability in this kid. It's you look at American fighters, and if they're in the same sort of role, they build them, they develop them, and there's not this massive rush to get them in life and death fights, and then by the time they get there, then they're there, and that's what he is. That's what he's going to be.
You did mention the weight. You didn't really need to take a fight of that ilk as his first fight in that division. With that being said, do you feel like he's more powerful, he's more comfortable at that weight division?
Yeah, 100%. And he still was better in the gym than what he was there. But this is what I'm saying, it's experience, taking things from this fight, understanding I could have got rid of him. It's straight away in the fight, I could have got rid of him a little bit quicker if I'd have done that a little bit earlier. This is understanding about yourself in a fight, learning about yourself, and that's where the confidence comes in. It's no good being confident because everybody tells you, oh, you could have done that earlier, you could have done that, oh yeah. You've got to know that yourself, understand that yourself, and in order to do that, you've got to go through it yourself. And that's what he's doing, and that's why I want these sort of fights. And the weight is perfect for him because he was just at that point where it wasn't a struggle to make super bantamweight, but it's where, when you feel him on the pads on fight night, it's different to how you feel him before fight night. And all of a sudden it's like, well, hang on a minute, that's when the weight starts having a little bit of effect before it starts killing you. So why at this age keep him, before he's going to be fighting for major titles for a year? Then why keep him at a weight division that he's not going to be able to make in a year's time?
I know you don't want to rush him, but that being said, not the next fight, but the fight after, is that the one where we go, okay, we've got to put him in there for a British title?
100%, that's what I want. I want one more, and then a British title.
Just to finish up then, I know you did mention it over there, I've got to mention Karen's, because I've actually watched it. I have watched it, right? And just over there, Miss Bennett over there, I think you mentioned her. Just, have you got a message for setting that up for you?
Yeah, just watch out because I will get you back. I will.
It was not a pleasant experience for yourself?
No, it wasn't. It was not at all.
I feel like, because it's been condensed to 5 minutes, and I feel like some of the worst stuff has been cut out.
100%. They actually did a good job on editing it to make it look like me and Tony could have a conversation. Because we really couldn't. It was like, and the abuse was unreal. But you can't, there's rules, you can't say stuff back, and that just strips you completely. So you kind of just stood there, sat there, okay. And it's so uncomfortable.
You've got to roll with the punches.
Then we got stitched up with this stupid catwalk thing. And
You really weren't up for that, I could tell.
My kids know what I'm like, and they were like, yeah.
But I did mention it at the start of the week. You did speak to Tony about a potential comeback off camera. Has there been any talk? Will you be in the Bombers' corner one more time?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's just been Mischievous sticking out a tweet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Okay. Dave, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV. I know you want to quickly get back to Karen's before it shuts, so I'll let you go, but congratulations on the win.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests, Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.